Oh, first of all, thank you for reassuring me that my greeting is acceptable. Considering "hey guys" is like plural, and as long as there's more than one of you, then I would consider that that is appropriate. So, but thank you for the reassurance. Anyway, moving on. Last night I watched one of the Vice documentaries that has just been uploaded. I was a bit slow on the uptake with this one. It's been up for a few days. It's about, I'll link to it in the description so you can see, although I wish that no one would ever see it ever. Just so you know what I'm talking about, I will link it in the description. Note the way that I speak as opposed to the people speaking in the documentary. Clear difference, I would hope. If that's what I sound like, let me know and I will take myself to the nearest bridge and drive off it. I watched this documentary and it is actually about a BNS ball in Victoria, which is the state that I'm in. Melbourne's like the city and Victoria's the state. This place is called Elmore, I think, Elmore. I've never heard of this place before, ever. And they pinpoint some other places on the map as well, all of which I've never heard of. And I do like venture out of my little like inner city bubble, as somebody called it. So it's not like I only like go within like, you know, a 5-kilometer radius of my house, and you know, so it's not surprising I don't know where it is. I've got no idea what the fuck this place is. I don't know what it's near, or I've never heard of it. Anyway, it's the BNS Ball of Elmore, which apparently was started, as you'll see if you watch this video. I love Vice and all of their documentaries. Like, they've just started showing the ones that they show on the HBO in the US. They've started showing them on Foxtel here, which is like our pay TV as well. Cable, pay TV, subscription TV, whatever you want to call it. It's been showing here as well. But prior to that, I've been subscribed to the Vice channel, so I've been watching all of their stuff for a while. And this, so they've gone to the BNS Ball in Elmore, and they've spoken to a girl who was hoping to win her second year consecutive wet t-shirt competition. And then they also spoke to, that was Alexis, did you hear that? Then they also spoke to this guy that was like in his 40s and he's divorced and he's got kids and yeah, a real bogan, as we would call them here in Australia. I guess basically, like, as someone put it, like what I guess people in the US would refer to as rednecks, we call them bogans. They're like people who are like, you know, living in the sticks, as we also would say, far away in the middle of nowhere, and they're like the people in this video. That's what a bogan is. So yes, that was following these people and, you know, speaking to them before they arrived, and then, you know, during the ball, and then after. And it's like this thing where they like go and like camp out. Basically it seems like this fucking mass drunken orgy, and they cover themselves in food dye. Nobody knows why. Their clothes and their skin and everything is just like covered in like all different colors of food dye. For what reason, I don't fucking know. And basically they just get shit-faced and fuck as many people as they feel like. There's one guy in the video that is like naked and he's got like duct tape around himself and like a bottle on his dick, and he's just like walking around that way. Like, so the point, what I'm saying is, I'm not just giving you a review or like a rundown on this Vice documentary, because as I said, I'm going to put a link in the description so you can actually see it. You don't need my rundown. I left a comment on the video directed at no one and nothing in particular, just like, you know, voicing my opinion to nowhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, sometimes you like type a comment and a video's got like 50 million comments and it's like the comments are moving so fast, no one's ever gonna fucking see it, but you just, you know what I mean? So that's what I thought it was. And I'm just like, you know, I was just like, you know, this is really sad that this is like shown to like a worldwide audience, and furthermore confirming all of the stereotypes that people have about Australia being like this shithole in the middle of nowhere with fucking like kangaroos and koalas and shit and fucking bogans everywhere, and fucking everyone's just like having a fucking Barbie and a fucking piss up and getting shit faced, and like we're all just like kicking back on the beach or fucking in the middle of nowhere in the fucking wilderness with some fucking koalas and fucking riding kangaroos and shit. Like, doing nothing for our overall, like, the world's, like, perception of us is, like, not really helping us out. So, yeah, I was like, you know, this is shit. Like, you know, it's going to, like, a worldwide audience, making us look even worse. Like, because, you know, like, generally you see something, and if you're not familiar with the area, you're like, oh, so that's Victoria. That's where Sam lives. Like, and that's, like, if that's all the insight that you have on that place, then, you know, you take it as that's what it is. Like, it's a documentary. Like, it wasn't a joke. It was, like, factual information. You know, they weren't acting. It wasn't, like, you know, supposed to be funny or, you know what I mean? So, obviously, that's what it's like in Victoria, in Australia. That's just how it is there, because it's a documentary, it's factual, right? So, like, people will take that and think that that's what it is. So, yeah, I got, like, a whole bunch of people, like, responding to my comment, and, I didn't, like, do that whole, like, ramble as a comment. I can't remember what I said, other than, like, you know, the fact that it's not doing anything for our image being, like, shown to a worldwide audience. That's all I can really remember saying. But it wasn't, like, a novel. Short and sweet, but yeah. Which, I know, shocker, it is possible, but only in text form, because, you know, you can, like, sort of, like, go back and, you know, change, and plus there's a character limit, so, you know, I've got to keep it short in comments. But, yeah, people were like, a lot of people were responding, and, you know, some people were like, oh, now you know how we feel in the US. And then someone else was like, you should get out more. Like, why the fuck would I want to go there? It's an absolute shithole. Like, it's fucking in the middle of nowhere. Why the fuck would I go there? Like, they're saying, like, you're 80 miles to the nearest neighbor and shit. Like, fuck that. What the fuck do I want to go there for? And, yeah, like, just a lot of people were, like, responding and stuff, saying, like, calling me a city slicker and shit like that. But, you know, it's just, and of course, and then people were also like, oh, but of course that's just, like, those people. It's not, like, everyone. Like, you know, people would know that it's not just everyone. It's, like, in that area, that's, like, a remote area of Victoria, and it's not, like, the whole country. And it's like, okay, so there's one rational person that commented that knows that it's not the whole country, but not everyone's gonna fucking be like that. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just sad to see Australians being Australian and making everyone else look bad. Like, I'm just sitting here looking at, like, you know, all of the houses in my street, like, less than 5 meters apart, some of them sharing joining walls and fences, and it's like it's just not how it is here, like, you know, in, yes, remote areas and stuff, but not everyone is like what you will see in that video. But if nothing else, check out the video for a laugh and you can see what our version of rednecks are. And then you can let me know what's worse, Australian bogans or US rednecks. Let me know what you guys think. See you guys.